Gonna ask you, can you talk, Tony, can you talk a little bit about the support network that's around these kids, whether it's at the facility or even just part of the Trosky Academy network?
Yeah, so I mean, this has come together over time, and the fun part about it is our network is small, but it's powerful. And I gotta meet I gotta meet Pete last year on his grand opening of his facility. And during that time I threw this crazy idea at him, and he had his grand opening and bounce houses, and then we were doing a 2 day camp, and somehow, some way, Pete and I found a way to go sit in his office, and in just a short amount of time, I realized that's a guy we need to surround ourselves with. And a year from now, or basically that was November, I believe, of last fall
November. Yep.
grand opening. And since that time, I'm shocked about the progress we've made. And none of this happens without having somebody that, like Pete, that's there to not only see your kids succeed, but he's also surrounding your kids with the most advanced top equipment, the top people. And then now you bring in Nate Trosky and our network of training and what we've put together. On top of that, we have Eric Yavarone and Noah. And I can promise you, what they're doing is not like everybody else. Nothing we're doing is cookie cutter. Everything is, my wife told me, she's like, I want to be a part of what you guys are doing. It's an individual baseball program for each of your kids, no matter what position they play, and no matter how their body's built, and no matter how fast or how tall they are, we're going to be able to identify um, weaknesses and strength, and to be able to develop the tools to not only reach their ceiling, but we feel like we're gonna exceed that ceiling. And then you get pitching from a guy like Greg Moore, who's a two-time Team USA gold medalist coach. You're getting this development from people that have been there and done that and tested it. And we're not trying to be a one size fits all program. We're trying to bring out the best in each of your kids. And um, our program is designed for us to intimately know your child and to get to know them from day one and develop a system around supporting what they need. And we're going to show you some of the ways that we're going to be doing that. Um, but I can assure you that what's going to come from this is you and your child are going to see um, a different side of what they can be, and it's all going to be through targeted development. And to be honest with you, regardless of whether they play a game of baseball ever again, I'm 100% certain that they're going to walk out of this program as a successful human being, no matter what they do. And the baseball is just the fun part of it that we get to use as a tool to develop these kids. And the network we have is um it's astonishing, the amount of people that I get to talk to, and the people that we're going to be able to get your kids playing games with. I mean, between Nate's network, Greg's network, our teams in Houston, Texas, um, Pete's Pete's facility is going to be playing some top notch programs because we have that reach to be able to make those things happen. And then when you come into the recruiting piece, a lot of you guys are thinking, well, some of my kids might be 13 years old, but I can tell you, we're going to have them so prepared by the time they're 15 that they're going to be leaps and bounds ahead of where everybody else is at. And the cool thing about this is, at 2:30 or 3 o'clock, they can go play football, come home, get a bite to eat, go over to Pete's facility, get some rehab in. And I mean, it's just like living the dream that we all wish we would have had. they're going to get to do it. And to be honest with you, it's going to be in a place that's brand new with state of the art equipment. I'm giddy about what we're going to be doing here in Michigan, and it's going to be the model for us moving forward. And quite honestly, there's only one person that we truly feel comfortable doing that with, and it's Pete, because he's working overtime to make sure that this is exactly what you want your kids to go into.